Renault makes sensible, affordable cars. That is the reputation, decades in the making, and for the most part, it is fair. So the Renault Rafale should not really work, because it is a large, sleek, expensive coupe SUV trying to muscle in on territory owned by Audi, BMW, and Mercedes. On paper, that is a recipe for mild embarrassment. Except it is not, because spend any real time with the Rafale and you discover something the headlines keep underplaying. This is a genuinely premium car wearing a value brand's badge, and it is far better than it has any right to be. Named after a record-breaking aircraft from the 1930s, the Rafale is Renault's new flagship, and it looks every inch the part. It is long, low, and dramatic, with a sharply raked coupe roofline, a wide, confident face full of intricate, jewel-like lighting, and muscular proportions that genuinely turn heads in a way Renaults rarely have. Park it next to a German rival costing many thousands more, and it honestly does not look out of place. This is a brand that built its name on small, cheerful, affordable hatchbacks, and yet here it is, producing something that looks and feels like proper executive money. That contrast alone is a quietly bold statement of ambition, and it sets the tone for everything else about the car. But it is inside where the Rafale springs its biggest surprises and where the reviews tend to rush past the best bits. The cabin is genuinely lovely, built around a big portrait touchscreen running Google software, finished in classy materials with a real sense of occasion that you simply do not expect at this price. And then there are two clever touches that deserve far more attention than they get. The first is the panoramic glass roof, which can electronically dim itself from clear to opaque at the push of a button in 4 separate stages, with no clumsy fabric blind required. The second is hidden underneath the car, a 4-wheel steering system that turns the rear wheels and shrinks the turning circle dramatically, making this large car genuinely easy to thread through a tight, multi-story car park. These are the kinds of features you normally only find on cars costing far, far more, and they are exactly the sort of detail a quick review skips over. If finding the things other reviews miss is why you are here, subscribe, because there is plenty more to this car. Under the bonnet, the Rafale offers a choice of hybrid setups, topped by a plug-in hybrid, 4-wheel drive version with nearly 300 horsepower, which is genuinely quick, reaching 62 miles an hour in around 6.5 seconds. And here's where I have to be straight with you, because this is the part the glossy reviews love to gloss over. Renault quotes an electric-only range of around 65 miles, which sounds fantastic on the page. In the real world, though, you should expect closer to 30 or 35. That is still genuinely useful, enough to cover many daily commutes on electricity alone, but it is roughly half the headline figure, and you deserve to know that before the brochure seduces you. The powertrain itself is smooth and efficient, just manage your expectations on that one big number. On practicality, the coupe roofline does cost you a little. Rear headroom is tighter than in a boxier SUV, and while the boot is a decent size, a few details let it down, like a parcel shelf that feels flimsy, and rear seats that do not fold completely flat, which is a real frustration in a family car at this price. It is practical enough for most, but it is clearly a car that prioritizes style and ambition over outright load lugging, and that is a trade-off worth knowing about going in. There are a couple of other honest catches too, because no fair review should skip them. The ride for a car pitched as comfortable and refined can be a little firm and unsettled over poor surfaces, fidgeting where you really want it to just flow. And despite all that sporty styling, it is not truly a driver's car, more a fast, relaxed cruiser than a sharp corner carver. None of these flaws ruins the experience, but together they stop the Rafale from being the outright giant killer it occasionally threatens to become. So here is the honest summary the headlines often miss. The Renault Rafale is a hugely impressive effort, a striking, well-equipped, clever, genuinely premium-feeling SUV that undercuts its German rivals significantly on price. It has real party tricks the reviews underplay, and a couple of real flaws they sometimes ignore. But the bottom line is this. A brand best known for value has built something that can sit in a premium car park without apology, and for the money, that makes it one of the most quietly surprising cars on sale right now. Renault, of all companies, went upmarket and mostly pulled it off.